I think it'd be very interesting to see if they're going to try and match the Showtime style into into the team itself, or if they have something more. No, they're matching the Showtime style. That's Mako X. Hey, good work, team. Fair enough.
Yep, we'll see how well they can do here. This is very, very important for making it out of the group. Of course, two teams in this group are currently 0-2, unfortunately, which gives the rest of the teams a bit of breathing room. But you still want to get your wins in. Winner side is the biggest prize coming out of the second round of pools. And only one team out of each pool gets to go to winner side.
Right, big prize right there. Speaking of big, Cardbox was for a little bit. And we're seeing almost full explosive entrance, everyone but Barcode taking the Siege Machine. Obviously, not too interested in some explosive entrance, but that's going to be X with the Dash Awakening, which I think is super underrated. Such a great pick. It makes Bull Rush feel like a full, really important ability as opposed to like sometimes you get a Dash Punch or something. But now Natty getting the Size Orb, looking massive. And so far, not a whole lot's happened. We see 2 flips on the board for Cosmic Calamities. Really nice. 1 barrier down each, but both these teams just kind of taking it slow so far, looking to get the opportunities where they can and capitalize.
Yeah, the game's really slow so far, to the point where both teams still have a barrier standing at overtime. Joker trying to get it done with the hook, but not quite, and 3Z Breezy's taking a lot of damage in the center, comboed off by Shianzu with the Giga Blast, and now Cosmic Calamity's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, in the power play, losing the barrier, the Joker able to get it through right there. Had the Whiplash up, looking to use it to win the interaction, but unfortunately not able to catch the clear. Shianzu almost gets assassinated by 3Z. I don't quite know how he survived that. It looked like he was on the wall, but still there. And a great coordination. Those are the national champions for doing that. Getting a great shot. Almost followed up with the Giga Blast, but Joker hitting the pendulum swing to confirm it. Immaculately done.
Yeah, and in situations like that, you really don't want to use the flip, right? Cardbox and Natty both trying to preserve that resource for later, but it ends up coming back to bite them as the core is right out of reach. If they can KO Joker, though, always forgiven if they can get the momentum rolling. But Joker still survives, interrupts the drum and bass as well, and Showtime are just so coordinated.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, Calm almost had a coordinated killing of Joker, able to stay alive, not hit by the strong hit of Natty's primary. Still alive, but still staggered. It's going to be a pretty big deal. I think that nerfs Showtime's offensive potential by a lot. Able to get an orb, is back, burns a flip from Natty, almost gets it through right there, but Barcode with the expanse, keeping it up. Cardbox has a flip, 3Z trying to get in there, burning the flip, flips traded, and Cardbox able to get the advantage there, taking the barrier. Cosmic Calamity's not ready to give up yet, but now that their goal is open, things are looking a little dangerous.
Especially with the core speed, Barcode can propel it through the lanes, and a good save away from Cardbox as well. Now Joker pulling Natty out of the way, finds the perfect strike, and Showtime. Clarion Test Chamber is their map for a reason. 2-0 up now, and it didn't even look doubtful for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just going crazy on this map. Like you said, it's their map. This is the map that they are known for. They always win. I do like this variant for Calm, though. I feel like if they're able to capitalize on the damage that the Obscura pools will be putting on, they might be able to get something. But that being said, it looks like Showtime taking a little bit more of an advantage of that, getting Cardbox kind of low. Joker looking really low. Shianzu staggered. Could be a big opportunity forced to go back for the orb. Joker looking low, but able to get the barrier through Natty. Things are moving for Showtime. Absolutely.
A lot of damage being put onto Shianzu and Joker. This is their chance, but 3Z Breezy's not looking too healthy either. Almost KO'd, almost spun off, but Joker not quite getting the timing, but the hook will get it done once again. Now Cardbox on the dribbles, looking to stall out enough time for the respawn, or maybe find a good flip angle with Natty, but so far it's looking a little awkward. These snare drums won't get it done, forcing out a flip. The timing is so awkward, but they manage to find the strike afterwards. And once again, Cosmic Calamities hold on, but it gets back to Joker one last time. Barco with the precise pass, and it's a 3-0 set win in the first set for Showtime.
Yeah, very well done. Joker kind of sitting in that awkward corner where you can't really clear it in because of the extra barrier that the Obscura pools are putting up, able to sneak it right through. Laser precision. Now Xianzhu just awarded with Fight or Flight right there on the silver platter. I'm looking at Stagger Swagger 2. They call it the Huss hat for a reason. That guy's going to be picking it up. Perfect form going to Cardbox, though. Could be very big. Getting a lot of turret value. And a Spark going to Joker. Also pretty interesting. Not letting the X get any of that. Forced to take Glass Cannon. Not a phenomenal awakening for the X, who is a big guy. It's going to be taking a lot of hits, but might be able to get some value out of it. We'll have to see.
Yeah, dangerous spot here. The Firewall Sentry will actually get a lot of work done there. Now as the core bounces to the top side, that's Cardbox sinking it in. And Cosmic Calamities, they thrive when they could follow up off of bounces like that. Cardbox gets it done.
Yeah, really. That felt like a completely different team right there. Just a 1-2, easy, quick and easy, and all of that. Just done and dusted in an instant. I would have, looking at the draft, I would have said Showtime should just start going crazy, running away with it. 2 Speed Awakenings on both their forwards, and that's pretty devastating because that is exactly what they want, especially with the Stagger Swagger on Joker. Going to be staying alive, but Xianzhu getting taken out, going to be the focus of the damage. And now Calm is just, we had a great Showtime set, looking really dominant, but now Calm is kind of showing that they're still here, they're still doing it, and they're looking really good right now. Sorry, sorry.
That was the biggest caster curse of all time. The moment you finish your sentence, they exploded at the same time. Like, clip that because I don't think we're getting a more cinematic caster curse as Showtime equalized this set.
I just can't believe it. It was looking great. It was looking so good. I was ready to say, like, great job, Calm. 2-0. Yeah, nope, sorry. Devastating. KO for Calm there. Getting dropped. And now just kind of stuck on the defense here at this point. Natty close to a flip, but I feel like there's just so much coverage coming out from Showtime. Just like I said earlier, they are so fast. They're very quick. And I feel like Calm doesn't have a whole lot of answers to that.
Yeah, it kind of feels like they don't have enough damage, enough stuffing pressure at the moment. Breezy Breezy. You could see the start of something here, but it's not enough to stop the roll of Showtime. Xianzhu barely surviving, and that little amount of health is just enough to get an orb and heal right back up. It's a game of thresholds here, and Showtime are just surviving so reliably.
Yeah. Great barrage coming out from Xianzhu in that corner, able to force it through. And Natty looking to save the flip, not wanting to use it there. Cardbox too, just saying like we can save this, but Xianzhu able to just spray the pellets to get it through right there. And it's exactly like you said. This is a game of thresholds, and it feels like Calm is just not quite hitting the thresholds they need to get what they want done. That is a pretty uncontested, unequivocal big KO though. And no need to hit a threshold there. You can just hit that guy, take him out. And they're able to get almost 2 barriers off the power play, but just 1 for now, and a lot of damage onto Joker.
But that might not be good enough as Joker immediately goes on the offense. Incredibly low, but still just committed to making sure that the Cosmic Calamities are stuck on the defense here, and a good wait by Barco to not send it to the bottom side where Cardbox was lurking. And even while Joker is so incredibly low and meterless, it is Showtime who are on the offense. The way they play around the core is just making it so difficult for Cosmic Calamities to even start an offense of their own.
Yeah, they are just completely suffocating Cosmic Calamities. Cardbox are looking low. Forced to burn the flip because Xianzhu out there going to shoot him dead. Both midfielders down now as a result of these offenses. 1 barrier for each team. Starting to see a bit of a different game, whereas it was a ton of just speed and core control coming out. Now the team's starting to get a little active in the KO department, looking to take people out, capitalize on these low health bars, and neither one is really budging on defense.
Yeah, but Cardbox might have found an opening here, but the expanse is good. The clear out is good. And now 3Z Breezy going in, finding the strikes, finding the strike war wins, up to Cardbox, looking for a rebound, but it's saved away by Barcode once again. The midfield has been Cosmic Calamity's bane right now, as Joker and Shianzu are just outclassing with the speed, with the strikes, and Natty just trying to find a clear angle, but forced to burn to flip against the pendulum swing. The Giga Blast is perfect from Shianzu, and Showtime, they're taking it slow and steady and just closing out this game, even though we're in the middle of it.
Yeah, really. Just all of these individual margins that they have to hit. Showtime is currently hitting them, and Cosmic Calamities, I feel like, is struggling to get there. Just all of these little things right here. Joker with the flip, looking to get it in the top corner, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just barely out of Natty's strike hitbox. Just threads that needle perfectly, and they're running away with it. It's 6-1 right now, and we could be seeing Joker pick up a peak performance, maybe a spec training for just more damage on the hook. The built different right there, size, just pick of the litter, taking that spec training, that's going to be big.
Yeah, really preventing 3Z from even unlocking the dash punch win condition, right? Sure, he can still go a size or a super surge or maybe a spark even, and the size will be the choice, but spec training would have been really nice for 3Z to get the ball rolling, especially when combined with the Deadeye that was managed to be picked up by Cardbox here. But since that combo is denied, Cardbox is going to have to be the one to find the dash pops, to find something here to stop the momentum of Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime's just barreling through right now. Even more speed onto Shianzu with that peak. Super scary. Joker is massive. Did not take the Size Awakening, but the Size Orb just giving him so much size. Favorable advantages. Cardbox down. Shianzu looking low. 3Z able to get one barrier, but that's a barrier down for Calm in the power play. And that's just going to be a great shot right from Shianzu. Able to catch the clear and put it in right there.
Very collected, very coordinated from Showtime as they find the hit stuns over and over again. First it was Joker with the pull, then it was Joker with the pendulum swing as Shianzu found the shots. Barcode as well from the other side, and they're using hit stun to their advantage there as well. Natty not allowed to strike.
Yeah, really. Between the two teams, one of them's called Calm and the other is just the embodiment of it. Looking super collected, really nice, and it just looks like Cosmic Calamities are getting suffocated by these two Showtime forwards. It really is Showtime lights, camera, action. They have all the control, but a little bit of a change of pace. The plot twist is hit, and a great coordinated play by Cardbox and 3Z to get a point on the board. It might not be curtains for Tom just yet.
You might be turning caster monologues into caster curses. Just a little bit here as Calm do turn it around for the moment. Joker incredibly low, but manages to steal the goalie orb away, and that's devastating for Calm, not being able to take Joker out there. And 3Z Breezy pushing forward, has a flip available, but the patience of Barcode to not even touch the core there. And as the center bounces, it's really bad for Cosmic Calamities. The core's on their half, and Joker is still staying healthy there as 3Z Breezy tries to build up the meter, but is already full. And now Shianzu looking for the solo play. Joker stepping back, slowing down everything, and the Giga Blast extended right back to Joker, who has flip available.
Yeah, they've got to keep it away from Joker, and here's their chance with Shianzu down. Joker forced to play back, using the flip, going for the wide shot. Fortunately, not able to get it. Natty has a flip. This is a great opportunity for Calm. They have the power play. They have the Shianzu down. You know, this is their chance. Able to get one barrier and have a lot of offense, a lot of damage coming out, but Shianzu's back, able to get it through. Almost gets knocked out by a big dash pop, but 3Z also looking low, taken out by the spec hook, and just a completely different game now.
Yeah, the Cosmic Calamities looking like they're on another level here. The bounce off the center is awkward, and Shianzu will pick it up. Pass up to Joker. Pass down to Shianzu, looking for the opportunity. Good strike shot by Natty, and a bounce off the center once again as 3Z sends it away, but Barcode also rocketing the core in the same direction to the top side. It's clogged up. 3Z Breeze looking for an opening with Natty. The projectile doesn't connect, and now Joker with the hook, not quite getting the strike, but so close to the goal. You can feel it. The drive-by, not quite enough, and Xianzhu now with a solo play attempted. Rare miss on the barrage, but they're keeping it away from the barrier, and they're stalling out the power play completely.
Yeah, really well played by Showtime. It's just not letting Calm get anything out of this power play. And they've gotten a couple KOs this point so far, but unable to capitalize on it. Barcode is still there, sitting pretty on a flip and a barrier, just unrelenting. And it looks like Calm is just really struggling to get through this middle expanse, putting on a lot of damage on Joker, forcing him to evade. No evade, but the Stagger Swagger will be bringing him back up. And now with both Showtime forwards alive, Xianzhu trying to help on the defense, trying to get it out, able to get it with the help of the expanse, but Calm is still on the offense, looking to get it through with the bull rush. Not quite yet on the flip. The card box looking to get it. That's both flips defended away by Showtime. They're unbreakable.
They really are. Joker and Xianzhu looking very, very fragile right now, but they're regenning just enough. Ducking and weaving away from 3Z Breezy as well. The area of threat from the X is not that wide, and that means that the Rasmus and the Kai can just run all the way across the map. Joker with the dribble right past card box. They don't expect it in Showtime, 1 goal away.
Yeah, hard point to lose for Cosmic Calamities. It took so long, and they had a couple chances to really capitalize, but just unable to. Again, these thresholds just barely not getting met. Showtime just exactly where they need to be. Pinpoint accuracy all the time. Even as this game continues to run long, these points are running long. They're just always on.
Xianzhu in a little bit of trouble, but gets the favorable bounce away. Doesn't fall to Cardbox's dash pop attempt, and Joker now pulling Natty away, trying to create some panic from Calm, but they remain calm. The barrier stands for now, but it's such a dangerous spot when Xianzhu and Joker have so much mobility.
Yeah, really, and an unlucky bounce. Core speed just going through the Mako secondary. Joker looking low, but looking to regen back up. A flip burn by Cardbox. Definitely not what you want to see if you're the Cosmic Calamities. They're just looking to get the ball forward, forcing Showtime into this corner, getting a lot of damage on Xianzhu. 3Z with the flip, this is their chance, but flip burned. So much damage coming onto 3Z. Another flip coming from Barcode, almost puts it in. Xianzhu down. Again, this is their chance. They have it in the corner, but 3Z gets staggered. The ball bouncing in unpredictable ways on the bounce house, and Xianzhu is back. 3Z is still staggered. And Xianzhu on the breakaway, almost trying to get it in. Natty with the flip, though. Not letting it in just yet. Still has it. And we're back to a more neutral state.
Yeah, but it could change in an instant, especially when Xianzhu has a good blast to turn the tide. The glitch pops are keeping it away quite well, but the bounce house is not favorable for the Cosmic Calamities. Forcing out a flip from Natty is the barrage from Xianzhu, and this time Calm close in, look for the rebounds, look for the goal. The glitch pop's good, but answered by the astral projection. 3Z Breezy can't get a good redirect on it, but the Incinerator Drums will keep it under control for a moment. 3Z trying to use the size, using the strikes. The glitch pop backwards, and Joker can't get a good shot, but Natty manages to find the defense. The barrage is good, but Joker's covering the top side, and Showtime, a very clean win over the Cosmic Calamities to advance to 2-0.
Yeah, just beautiful play from Showtime the whole time. The coverage, the presence, I think, was really the game changer. Is that every time the core entered an open space, it felt like Showtime was there and ready to capitalize on it. They had so much speed to get to the ball, and, you know, playing two characters in the forward positions, Kai and Rasmus, with those haste abilities, they were just able to spread out and take all of that space up at once, whereas Imi and X, who don't have as much speed, unable to do so.
Yeah, they played through their win conditions so well, and their control was just overwhelming, right? Cardbox and 3Z Breezy, it felt like they didn't have many opportunities at all to even start the offense.
It was super difficult for them to get anything done, and it really felt like Natty was just on the defense all the time, always having to make saves, and that's just really tough. Natty having 260 redirects to Xianzhu's 216, and that kind of tells the story of how much coverage Xianzhu was putting up and how much Natty had to do just to keep them afloat in that game. But that's going to be it for Cosmic Calamities versus Showtime. Showtime just, again, pulling away in their group, looking for the winner's side bracket right there. Really well played.
Yep, and with that, we'll be right back as soon as possible, hopefully, because we'll be waiting on another good match coming up next, Boza Bunch versus Dragon Slayers 2, but unfortunately both of them are in a match currently, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. See you soon.